Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience 2 days ago at Nottingham's Gay Pride. It was a great day, loved it, everyone was so happy. I pulled a couple of times, so that adds to it obviously. I've got some numbers, which really happens for me. So, I was quite excited. But regardless of that, it was a great time. It was like the old school Nottingham Pride, compared to last year. The parade, the stage, the events, people, laughing, people being camp as hell, and everyone dancing, drinking, enjoying themselves. All of them little things add to the joy of Pride for me. Like I spent the whole time I was there, I spent most of my time basically chatting and dancing, really. So I'm kind of gonna get a little bit political, but this video is the majority talking about Pride, what Pride means to me and probably means to the older generation, and why it's important to, in my opinion, celebrate Pride if you can. But my reason probably won't be the same as like a lot of the young wokies of the world. And I'm also going to talk about the difference between Nottingham Pride last year and this year, and why this year was a lot better, and kind of what the differences were. I'm also going to be showing some videos, short clips that I've took of the event. They won't be that long. I think they're only like a minute each, and I think there's only about 5. So I just kind of wanted to prove how great Pride is, and why I feel like, and many people feel like, it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to be showing that also in this video. I feel like, well, I don't feel like, I know that Pride and the LGBT community, as I've spoke before on this channel, has become very political and too woke to the fact that simply being gay, being bi, being a lesbian, being an actual transitioning trans person is political, which it never was, and it never should be, because we are just existing as human beings. But now, because of all of the fake pronouns, all of the fake genders, and all of this made up language that you can't say to someone else contrary to what they project to the world, it's made us political. Like, the right wing tried to make us political back in the day because of God or whatever. And I just don't like how we're almost, even though obviously I do get that on paper our community is growing and it's getting more accepting, with rules and regulations now being corrected, like the fact that we can get married, have kids, and we can adopt, and we can like not be discriminated in the workplace, that kind of thing. All of that is getting better by the day. But there's definitely this underlining movement that's making our community look like the right wing, and I don't like that. For example, one of the things that the right wing would say back in the day is, oh, if we let gays get married, they'll come for the kids now. They'll try and convince them that they're gay or that they're transgender. Like, how dare they? And obviously, at the time when they said it, which would have been like early 2000s downwards, obviously the community and people that are like open-minded laughed in their face, and they were a bit like, oh my god, like, how can you say that? That's just like so stupid. And now it's happening, and I don't like saying that the right was right all along. The fact that there are a lot of people in the community that are woke, that try to make up genders and pronouns to confuse the people, the old-fashioned people in the community and the people outside of the community. And it's very much, no matter what anyone else says, it's very much a system of, if you're cis, straight, white, by the way, cis just means non-trans, they made up that word, then you are at the bottom of the what you're worth as a human being barrel, but they won't admit it, and then it goes up from there. So it's all about race, all about gender, and all about whether or not you're trans. And if you're trans, woman, and not white, then you are on the top of the list. So I want to talk about what I saw at Gay Pride this year. Only one thing was sus to me, and that was on Hockley. There's this cinema there, and they had one of the windows down, and there was a pole on there, and there was this woman that was basically pole dancing, being all sexy, and she was in a bra and some, she was just almost like in underwear, but it was sexier. And she was like doing a sexy thing, and all that is well good and fine, no shade to anyone who wants to do that. I think that is more than okay. If that's what you like, that makes you happy and feel sexy, do that. But do it in a place that is meant for that business, because there was a lot of kids there that was seeing what was going on, and I happened to walk by it, clock it, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I noticed behind me that there was like parents with the little kids going, oh, look at that, that's like interesting, what do you think of that? And they'd be like in between probably 2 to 8. I think I saw about 3 or 4 kids just within me noticing, but if I paid attention more, I probably could have noticed more kids. And that's what I have an issue with, because that is showing that the right was right, unfortunately, that we are over-sexualising the kids. That is for adult entertainment. But other than that, I would say, so I think I've mentioned before that when it comes to gay acceptance, regardless of what you think is happening, anyone outside of the community, the focus is way too much on trans people at the minute. So people aren't focusing on gay rights or bisexual rights. So them have actually gone down, while trans has skyrocketed. And everyone's listening, everyone's involved. And I'm not saying that obviously trans shouldn't be an issue, actual living, breathing trans people. Obviously they should, but it should be equal. And just because trans issues wasn't equal back in the day, it doesn't mean that we didn't see them as equal when it comes to what their worth is as an intelligent race. An actual living, breathing trans person who isn't doing anything wrong or isn't going with the woke shit, to me, they are on the same level as me when it comes to self-worth and actual worth. So I just wish that we got more balance now, but that is what the system is for, unfortunately. So there was a lot of protect trans rights banners, which is all well and good within the message, but again, it takes away from just regular gays, lesbians, or bi issues. So that's kind of a little problem I have with as well. But I will say 100% that I preferred this Pride to last year's Pride, because literally it was just a parade and it was a lot more political than this year's. Like, before we even started the parade, there was loads of people that was like talking about socialism and hate capitalism and Black Lives Matter. It was all these things that are like being pushed down our throat. And obviously if you're at a pride parade and if you vocally say you don't like what they're saying, you will probably either be told to leave or at least be called a bigot, and you'd probably get followed. So I personally didn't like that, but it only lasted probably for about 20 minutes, half an hour. So I kind of ignored them as much as I can, and was just ready to march at the time. And it wasn't big, that particular parade. Like, this year's parade was massive. And there was no power or soul to the one last year. And like I say, it was just literally a parade. So it was literally just on for about an hour and a half. So there was no power, there was no soul to last year's Pride, where this one there was, and I loved it. So now I'm going to be showing the odd mini clips on the videos that I've done. So I'm going to kind of give my review on them pretty much now, and then I'm going to show them. So I thought that the music and the dancing was great. I loved the fact that, for example, the Lord Roberts, they allowed people to dance outside of their bar, which was great. I loved that people were basically having a bit of a street party, and then I loved the odd performances that I saw on the stage in the parade. So my reaction to this is I loved it, and yeah, I thought the dancers, all the sexy guys, all the singers were like so good. So I loved all of it.
Hands up to the sky, I'll be your galaxy, I'm about to fly. Rain on me, tsunami, hands up to the sky, I'll be your galaxy, I'm about to fly. Rain on me, it's coming on.
Rain on me, rain on me, rain. Summer's time, it's coming on. Rain on me, rain on me. Cause you're not welcome anymore. Woo! When the world leaves you feeling blue, you can count on me. I'll be there for you when it seems all your hopes and dreams. When the sounds of wind, I'll be there for you. Just as long as together, we stand there for each other. Never, ever forget that I've got you and you've got me. So reach up for the stars. And when the mountain higher, reach for the stars. Around the mountain higher, reach for the stars. That's where the rainbow's shining over you. That's where your dreams will all come true. When the pain fades under you, there's a special place where your dreams all come true. Fly away, when the ocean swims, fly that open door. Woo!
think that's all I wanted to talk about. I just basically wanted to say, for 2 days ago, happy Pride. I hope everyone had a good day today, whether or not you celebrated Pride or not. You don't have to celebrate Pride to be in favour of natural gay rights. You can just literally do your own thing and just respect us, or be in support of us, or even if you're not in support of us, being able to listen and empathise is all we need. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe down below. I'll link my Twitters down below, my other YouTube channel where I give reviews on music that I like. And let me know if you want to talk to me about anything, or if you've been to Pride this year, either on Twitter in the comments. And love you guys.